think he's reciprocating.
Alrighty.
We'll call it that.
Also, Roll20 is doing the thing again. So, you have to give me a minute. Fuck you, Roll20. I'll fight you. Ugh, we fucking lock it. Leave me alone. I'm gonna fight Roll20.
There you go.
I
No.
fixed it.
Fucking goddamn it. There it goes. Okay.
I think I fixed it.
Sorry about that, everyone. You were temporarily watching ATM Zero's stream chat because I pulled
Appreciate
Roll20 out of my browser and ATM Zero was the next tab in the line. It was funny though.
Who are these people?
Alright, so where we last left off, you guys were on the planet of Volterra. And you were the guest of the Crown Prince of Volterra. There is a retcon that I need to make, only because I tend to put funny things into my into my sessions, and then
You
I
fuck with
forget
the
them.
Duchess. I'm bettering you. Don't fuck
No,
with the
it's
Duchess,
not the
girl.
Duchess. She's fine. It's the name of the ship that the prince was heading. It was not the USS Dragovich.
No.
It was, if I can find, did I ever upload the picture of the?
I don't think the ship.
I did not ever upload the picture of the ship. Well, I have a picture for that, so hold on.
Oh, you know how I like to see ships. I like to check out their thrusters.
God damn it.
Base. It was the ISS BAKUGAN with a little TM.
If you putting those in resources, or you putting no? It's in characters. Right?
Oh yeah, I need to put it in characters. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm.
I remember now that hold on, let me do that and delete that. But yes, it was the USS BAKUGAN, also known as the ISS Bakugan.
Bakugan. Ain't no way you named the ship Bakugan.
The little TM.
TM. Yep, I'll put the little TM after.
Yeah, but
So small you can barely see it, but it's there anyway. But yes, the name of his ship was the USS Bakugan, not the USS Dragovich. Like I said, I tend to want to put like funny things into my games, and then I completely forget about them. Today, this session is unlike my previous session so far. This session is actually a bit planned. Because
you planned the session? No way.
I was gonna run this game.
Games don't plan.
I was gonna run this session on 0 sleep, but I decided to take a nap and then slept for way too long. Anyway,
I mean, at least you slept.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have some things for today. Where we last left off, you guys were in the castle, and you had just met the Emperor, Emperor Gerard Ep Volterra.
Emperor Grey Fox. Huh?
Yes. Sorry, one second.
They continue from
And oh yeah, and you guys were just about to be led to the science area. Their, if I remember correctly, Mumbles had asked to see like their like science.
Their labs to see
Yeah, the meteorite.
the origins of
Yeah,
their
so
quirks right now.
the prince says, "All right, well, he turns towards his father and says, well, is sorry." He looks towards his father and says, "I am going to lead them down to the labs. The she points towards Zadia, wishes to study the meteorites, and I'm sure the others would wish to follow."
I give a nod.
I have a nod, I guess. Yeah.
It should be mentioned that just for reminder, it is
Mhm.
everybody on the planet right now is Zadia, Tavani, and Luke,
Yeah.
and then you guys have 2 extra security personnel that do not have
Okay.
names.
But if
Okay.
following behind me, I'm following the orders. You are correct.
Yes, they are following your, well, technically they're following the captain's orders, but
I
you
mean,
are their direct superior.
exactly. But no,
Uh,
the other security personnel have hidden weapons on them, I imagine.
yes.
Essentially.
And so the prince motions for you all to follow as the emperor uh, nods towards the prince and says, "If I am needed, I will be in the throne room." And he walks off. And the prince just nods towards his father and starts leading you all down to the labs.
I
It
feel
is.
with a listless because Victoria's not here. I can't vote with Victoria, bro.
um, you all are led pretty much. You're like looking at a top-down view of the castle. You guys are currently in the east section of the castle. You guys are now led through the castle pretty much to the far west side of the castle.
Mhm.
And when you arrive, it is pretty much what you would expect pretty much of it's what you would expect of a lab. Um, there's a bunch of laboratory equipment all around. There is some glowing neoning color vials that appear to be this lab is appearing to be experimenting with. Uh, there The only thing that is kind of weird because it is a fairly big lab. There's only one person in here. They're wearing like the distinctive like, white coat of a laboratory scientist. And when you all walk in, the man looks up and he says, "Oh, welcome."
Hello. My name is
Greetings.
Kyber. These are
You're
my
green.
shipmates.
He like
Ye-
oh, he, uh he when you see him, he's like sitting on a stool, and he's like looking down, and then he looks up at you all when you walk in. You see him hop down, and his head disappears below the counter, and you hear patter, 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 patter as he walks around the counter and up to you, probably running at you guys. And he
The
like
guy's
looks up
coming.
at you, Luke. He's like, "You're green. You get green. Can I have your blood? I want your blood. Are you green? Why are you green?"
Well, let me tell you, my friend, that is just the normal color of skin that of my race, due to many factors of the planet we originate from. Now, having my blood, I'm gonna have to decline for right now. But I do appreciate the enthusiasm of my biology.
He like looks at you very sad. He's like, but I wanted to experiment with your blood. Anyway, you're green.
I'm not.
He looks over towards Tavani. Can I have your blood?
I give Tabani behind this man's like when he's not staring at me. I give Tabani just a little head shake of like,
I don't think so, little man. Maybe you can get some from the captain later.
yeah, maybe later. Not a no, maybe a later.
Okay, fine. And
Get my
you
fucking
hear
blood by no freaky scientist.
he kind of like penguin waddles back over to his stool. He's like, "What is it that you?" I don't know why his accent is wandering. Anyway, he says, "Oh, what is it that you want to know? We have many great scientists here, though I am the best."
I look over to Zadia.
I like to see. Would it be all right if we look through your documentation regarding the meteorites that have fallen on this planet?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no problem, no problem. As he like motions toward a computer, he's kind of like waving at it, like he no longer has interest in you all, and he's like waving towards the computer that he that is well, one of the many computers that is set up here in the lab. The prince like looks over at you all and says, "I am so sorry about him."
None. Love that, you know, I'd rather him like us, I guess, than be terrified. It's always a good sign. Needing our
What?
blood. I don't think he really said how much either.
Not the way Prince reminds us of a chief engineer.
I'm gonna head
Only
towards the
focused
computers
on
and
engineering.
look through all of it.
Yeah, so there is quite a lot of documentation here. Mainly, it is about the composition of the material of the uh, uh of the asteroid. Uh, it goes over um well, like I said, the material composition of the asteroid. Oddly enough, or maybe not oddly enough, there is a organic component to this asteroid.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, the likes of which Zadia has. Actually, you know what? Roll me a science. Oh, not roll me. I technically you get to tell me about this, but if you want, you can roll a check because we currently have no momentum. Uh,
That's true.
and try and tell what kind of biological component is um brain is in play here.
Just don't ask Tavani to help. I kind of want.
Probably you would definitely want to be using your genetics focus here, but you tell me what you want to roll to try and figure out what kind of biological component is being played in here.
um. Yeah, I'll use my genetics focus and I'll roll. So do I use my disciplines or my attributes? You
You
said science, but
so you mixed attributes and disciplines together. So you choose an attribute and a discipline.
okay, then I'll choose my insight and my science,
Right?
and then task roll.
First off, make sure that you have the focus used. Turn that to yes because you are using a focus here.
Oh, yes. There we go. Oh,
All right. That is 2 successes.
woo.
And
Hey.
you only needed one, so you have generated one momentum.
Hype.
I
All right.
Mm.
Again, like I said, you don't know what kind of like you don't know what is going brain. You don't know what kind of material this is. It's obviously some kind of genetic organic material. But the reason why I was allowing you to roll is the fact that you can somewhat understand how the material is how the material changed the people of this planet. It seems that it has a bit of a metamorphic quality to it. The organic material itself has a metamorphic quality, which by your guess most likely bonded to the DNA when the people inhaled this material when it was burning up in the atmosphere. It bound itself to the people's DNA, allowing them to have the powers that they do. But
so
something that
essentially
you
this could be heat activated.
correct. But something that you notice is that the material in the asteroid, it's still alive.
So it's growing.
It is growing. It's growing at a very, very slow rate. But it is still like it's growing on this planet and in these asteroids. You're fairly certain that
I can replicate this?
potentially, yes.
Has anyone ever
Oh,
consumed any of this organic material?
just eat it.
So everybody else, like, it should be noted that the organic material is microscopic. Like you've had to they know that it's there, but
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
appear that anybody has had any real interest in it. So
It's not
it's
like this meteorite has a liver.
correct.
It's just hanging off
Meaty.
a side.
It's a giant teratoma.
Ah, meatball.
Okay, well that's good to know for us if
Meatball.
we ever want to just gain some powers real quick.
Oh,
So
meatball
you
these
powers.
sorry.
meteorites, these meteorites,
hmm
they came down during meteor shower that hit the planet or exploded. Something exploded above the planet. This
Correct.
is a remnant of one of these, and then everyone whose ancestor was there when this occurred hundreds of years ago, they now have this genetic inclination to control and kind of manifest specific elements.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct. And it has been told to you that over the years, people have become weaker and weaker in their powers, and some have not. Like nowadays, you've been told this. Nowadays, the people who have powers are less than the people who don't. So there's actually more people who don't have powers than there are people who have powers.
Oh, it's being phased out as the line goes on because they're getting less concentration of the organic material in their blood.
I'm
Correct.
wondering if this is not the only meteorite that's being housed under essentially a great house. I wonder if the other houses have something of the same material under their home, which might be the reason why they're still so powerful.
Maybe because the nobles are actually ingesting the meteorite and keeping it for themselves.
Or breathing it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I kind of like test my
Keep it-
breath to see if it smells any different
Yeah,
or weird.
keeping the powers for themselves, for the nobility, and the common folk can
Uh,
get it.
No, it does not. It does not smell any different.
Does it smell?
I
I'm making
I
a smell
just
check.
check
Can
my
we do a
breath.
smell check? And
Well, you know
You
what?
wanna
If you
smell
want to do a smell check, sure, go ahead. Make me a
Just
I
roll.
roll
want
a
to
smell
do
check.
I want to do a smell check. I'm gonna
Kennedy, you
do.
want to do a smell check? What is
But
that?
what am I gonna
Insight?
use?
Insight?
Most yeah,
Insight,
most likely insight, and then
And
I
science, maybe? And medicine?
probably medicine.
maybe medicine, yeah.
Yeah. Task
You're like,
roll 2.
Tavas, where's Tavas?
Complication 5. No.
Compl-
What's
this-
complication?
Uh,
2.
3.
Complication five
No,
would be me since I'm fucking.
no.
nuts.
Leave it at 1 because I'm not adding any complications at the moment.
Complication
Oh, okay, okay.
one.
Well, I'm gonna add them. No.
Not
I'm gonna check my teeth. No.
The difficulty,
Uh,
sorry, the difficulty for this, so the amount of successes that you need will be 3.
So I have 2. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just no.
I was going to ask if anybody wanted to help because you can generate more successes if you have help, but you can also potentially generate more crit fails.
About that.
You know what? I know. Most people don't realize when their breath stinks or doesn't stink or smells different. So I think this is pretty on par with me. I'm just like, it doesn't smell any different. It was more of a curiosity.
hmm The scientist is looking over at you like you are. At first, he looks over at you like you're crazy, and then he's like, "Oh yes, the smell method. I recognize that.
The smell.
Very good.
Thank you. I learned that in class.
Oh, what class?
Before and after class, when I was sitting next to someone.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, the class. Oh, yeah. Advanced aerodynamics and
And something.
botany. Sometimes they would combine classes because they just didn't have enough classrooms. Sometimes in night school, it happens.
interesting.
Okay.
How does one learn aerodynamics and botany at the same time? I mean, I'm a genius. I know how to do it, but
Genius, is he now? I never knew. He's like 3 foot tall.
he is like 3 foot tall.
Genius. Twice his fucking height.
All right.
Well, when you need to move land or move organic
Are we able to keep
material,
some
it kind of
samples
comes
of
good.
these asteroids?
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say, Mumbles?
Are we able to keep some samples of these asteroids?
Sure. What kind of samples do you want? As he like pops off his stool, goes over. Well, I should say he hops off his stool and picks up because you guys are near him. You see, there's actually like he has like a step ladder that goes up to the top of like where the stool would be.
Oh
He
my
picks
God.
up the ladder and starts like penguin walking, and he goes up to a cabinet. Well, like it's a cabinet that has cabinet on the bottom, cabinet on the top. He puts the stool at the bottom cabinet, walks up, and is like standing on top of the cabinet, the bottom cabinet, and opens up the top cabinet.
You can ask for help. Jesus.
A lot of cabinets.
He's an
Let him do it.
independent man. He can do it.
Either.
You say so.
These do not sound like independent cabinets.
But yeah, so as he opens it up, there's more of those neon glowing vials in here. As he turns around, he says, "All of this is meteorite.
Oh.
We got meteorite mixed with boron. We have meteorite mixed with neon. We have borderite." He just like starts going through the periodic table, and then he's like, "We also have just meteorite," as he like holds up a chunk of meteorite.
Classic.
We'll take
Everybody likes the classic taste.
meteorite. I like to have a clear sample.
Oh, okay. He starts looking for like, because it's just he's like a chunk of meteorite isn't just in his hand. He's like, what do I need? I need test tube. Where do test tube go?
Not into the flavored versions, are ya?
Ah, fuck it. This is not my job.
Nadia?
He like just chucks it towards you, saying,
Not my job. Bruh.
I lean over to Zadi and I'm like, and I kind of whisper into your ear. You know, because you touched that with your hands, you're gonna have to be quarantined, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
he starts just like waddling down the stairs again, and he turns, picks it up, waddles back to his seat.
I'm gonna
No.
put on my gloves that are definitely in my back pocket.
Most definitely.
What's the
Yeah.
Uh,
Science
just-
gloves.
As you put on your gloves and handle this meteorite, there is a commotion outside, and you hear the scientist turn around. He's like, "Whoever is out there, be quiet. I am working." The prince
boy.
just like rolls his eyes and sticks his opens the door and sticks his head out. And you all hear, uh, my lord, your highness, sorry. There's been an attack. Not an attack. A breach. There's been a breach over the. And he's like, "What kind of breach?" He's like, "There's been a breach over the neutral zone. House Kartok has breached the neutral zone." And
Get action.
the prince is like, "Why would they?" And then he turns and looks at you all. He's like, "Oh, we need to go." As he motions for you all to follow.
I, do I have one of those I don't know? Do I see something that I can give get an auto extract of maybe an ounce of my blood potentially?
Yes.
Is there something like that? It's the
Yeah.
future. I have one. I shove it into my arm and I pull out an ounce of blood into a vial and I toss it over to the little man. And I'm like, thanks for the meteorite.
Surprised you didn't ask fucking Tarvani for blood. He probably got more than you.
He's just
You think that I only have an ounce of blood and that I would take it all out?
No, that's what I said.
So no.
he,
That's what I said.
Very
He-
presumptuous of you.
he takes your blood and just giggles as he starts he plugs it
I don't want to
into him.
see any clones of me walking around.
Clones.
Okay.
Bad.
No clones. Got it. No clones.
Yeah, and no,
He
He
and no
was buying
children.
clones.
Oh, no,
No
children.
children. Okay.
That one he seems upset about.
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
mean, don't forget the princess right there. You just said no children.
Fine.
Single
No
children.
children, no clones. Anything else, I take.
Oh my god. Got yourself in a pickle there, buddy.
I also retain full rights to my DNA.
Oh my god.
Oh, of
dude.
course. We don't take DNA. Well, I study DNA. I don't take it for my own use.
Yeah, trademark on the DNA. Don't be selling it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
okay.
that? As he starts he's now looking at your blood.
Cool. I look to the prince,
Should
right? Because
probably
the
go.
prince let us down here.
Hmm.
I look to the prince. I'm just like, I guess there's stuff going on upstairs, huh?
Yes, it appears that if you would actually know, he would say, "Yes, if you'd please follow me, I can walk and talk."
Of course.
We better fucking go.
As he starts leading you wherever he's going, he says, "It appears that House Kartok has breached the neutral zone between our two nations, our two countries. And I'm worried that they will... I'm worried that they will try and take you. We need to get you back to your ship as quickly as possible."
I
Ravani
message.
chuckles to herself. Bad.
I hit the comms real quick up to the ship to
Mhm.
update them on the situation.
as
Hey, what's
you
up, Scotty?
do that, your chief tactical officer, Vesia,
Vessia.
Vesia, something like
Yeah, Vessa.
Kevin.
that. Vanessa, because that's what she told you all to call her. She tells you,
Hey Vanny, how's it going?
Captain.
Vessie.
It looks like she was about to contact you because she says, Captain, we've got a situation up here. The space dock is telling us to detach, and all of their ships, all of the Volterra ships, are mobilizing. Is there some kind of attack?
There
It wasn't
has
about the fucking
been
shuttlecraft.
the neutral zone has been breached by an opposing faction. They're coming our way. Right now, de- follow their order to detach, but um, keep shields at normal
The moment you say
and
detach,
be
she
prep.
starts barking orders.
Yeah, it's like I like that about her.
Tavani Butchin, could we? Is it possible to send a shuttlecraft on autopilot? Solution.
uh, as you say that, you hear, yes, we can, Captain. It's static. You start hearing static.
Shit. We gotta
As
go, Captain.
everybody on the planet gains a trait.
Hell yeah, meteor
is-
trait.
It is called electric.
Oh.
Hold on, not electrical. What is it called?
Is it?
Interference. We'll just name it interference 2.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't want that trait. That sounds bad.
That is
It's
bad.
not a good
Hmm.
trait.
Not a good trait.
I hope I call for a shuttlecraft got to the fucking.
We'll call that a debuff.
And that is, well, traits in this game can be both good and bad.
Oh,
So,
okay, yeah. Gain trait.
What you going to use? I'm
Flag
quitting
is
my
debuff.
earbuds.
Interference. A lot
you
of E's in that word.
I know I spell interference. I fucked up like multiple times.
you guys are being led, and you very quickly realize where you're being led. You're being led back to your shuttle.
Oh, is there a shuttle?
Yes, you guys came down in a shuttle.
Okay, never mind. Forget the autopilot shuttle. You should have said that. Oops,
It's all good.
I forgot. So obviously Tavani's gonna help him a bit, so to get us there as soon as possible. I would
Uh,
imagine so, given to have shuttlecraft feats.
So yeah, you remember? Oh, sorry, just real quick recap. Last session, you guys docked with the space station. Were led
Yep.
through the space station to the Prince, where he took you guys down in a shuttle of Volterra's. You don't have one of your own, but you have one of their shuttles.
And am I next to the prince right now?
Yes, you are, as he is leading
Okay.
you to the shuttle.
Prince, do you mind if we blow your shuttle for now? To get back to our ship.
Yes, that was my plan. Was to have you guys return back to your ship in your own shuttle. Oh, well, in the shuttle.
I do not know if we'll be able to return immediately though.
It's no problem.
Okay, then Tavani's gonna pilot that fucking shuttle like on a straight course towards the fucking ship.
As you guys are walking, the prince kind of walks next to you, Kyber, and he says, "Captain, if I may impose."
Go ahead.
He looks over at you and says, "The last time our, the last time Volterra and House Kartok went to war like this, it did not end well for either side, but particularly our side. It was a very narrow win, so to speak. We are still rebuilding our military. Would it be possible for you and your ship to help us in this fight?"
Enter, Captain.
Hopefully, a fight's not something we're going to have to come across. But
Tavani
because of
business
your
with excitement.
kindness, because of your kindness, we will negotiate. I will. We'll be on the side of negotiating with you,
Yes.
in your favor in that case.
He,
And if
you can
things,
Jesse Payton.
you
yeah.
can clearly see that he is, at least from what you have said so far, he's obviously he's disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I give him kind of a look of like, you know,
Mhm.
we'll do what we have to do, but not not in a dismissive manner.
Mhm.
It was more of a a structured and by the books.
Yeah.
Diplomacy first.
I
But we'll see where this goes.
understand. As you all arrive in the courtyard,
Oh, do I have? Could I? Let me see. Is it possible to give a single type communicator to the prince?
yes, because that's just
I can't just give one.
we can just say, yeah, because stuff like that is just negligible,
Can
so
just
you can just
follow-
say that you
Okay.
have one on you.
Cool. So I give the prince a communicator and I tune it to me, to mine. That way he doesn't get like not interference. There's like, doesn't get like any of the ship stuff, even though we
Yeah.
do have interference there. But it's like just a direct line because I assume that for the most part still works within like a distance.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say that you hand that off to him, and he motions ahead of you, and he says, "If you follow this hallway down, take a left, you will find the doors that will lead you outside to the courtyard where the shuttle is parked. Any questions, concerns, give them to me now. I have to give them to me quickly now. I have to go talk with my father and deal with Security Council."
I look over to Tavani and like I guess more of just like as a strategic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Is there anything you need?
not too much, Captain.
All
I
right.
think I'm good to go.
Keep an open line if you can with us, and let your ships know that we may need to step into have the main seat on this negotiating table.
He nods.
I follow into the shuttle
It's not
Everybody in.
into the courtyard. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
or the courtyard. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I just realized that I forgot to spawn something.
He's spawning things. Oh shit! I grabbed my knives. He's
I
spawning
shouldn't have
things.
given him the
Oh,
blood.
shit.
I shouldn't have given him the blood.
I don't think it's like that.
It's me. It's always been me. Wait, they're making out. No. No.
All right. So as you all step out,
He's
It's-
kissing my blood.
Oh shit! There's the map. Let's go. We got a map.
y'all,
There's the map.
I didn't know which positions you guys would be in, so I put Tavani and the security crew in front of you all.
That seems like a proper idea. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Fall behind me, Captain.
Uh,
You too.
as-
Get
Yes.
beside me.
As you walk out,
I make sure that my shirt's less red.
as you walk out into the courtyard, immediately you see the dead bodies uh of the Volterra security, like the security forces that you've seen so far.
That's a
in
lot
the
of fucking
castle.
enemies. Oh shit!
Oh, sorry, no, the gold statues are not enemies; those are
Oh, I
statues.
did. Okay, I was like, no, wait a goddamn second. Oh fuck, Captain,
No.
run!
Those are statues.
I was terrified. So shit.
But materializing out of the shadows
Fucking shadows. We're fighting fucking assassins. We're fighting the fucking Heartless.
That looks too much like a Klingon.
Too much like-
Trying very hard to not put a Klingon here.
Yeah, we putting the map on stream. I don't
Uh,
know.
That is a good question. I probably should, shouldn't I?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, give me a second.
So the black bodies are the Voltaire.
These knuckles are
Enforcers.
hungry.
Knuckles, yeah, these blades are hungry, buddy. I assume the prince is not standing nearby us anymore.
No, the prince
No,
has left you all.
He's talking
Devani
to
reaches
his
into her
daddy.
boots, pulls out the polymer knives. Let's tango.
Trying to find something that looks a little different than.
Well, more like, this is gonna be fun. Spins him in her hands. I'm assuming I only brought the daggers and not like a full-on fucking sword.
Yeah. Incapacitate first.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm pulling out the phaser, bro. I brought my 2 phaser, right? Fuck this shit. Use the blades for close combat. They're
There
way
we
too
go,
far
that'll
away,
work.
Captain. We'll pull out the phasers.
Mm-hmm.
So we only brought Mech 2 phasers or bigger Mech 3? DM.
You only brought Mark II.
Okay. Roger. Fucking knew I said, but a Mech 3 phaser rifle. Hey, look
Told
at
ya.
Jackie. And the thing is, if I throw my daggers and kill them, I'm not getting the daggers back.
Now we'll make more.
I mean, they're polymer. We just print them on the fucking ship.
Yeah.
All right. So it should be noted that all of you have Mark I phasers at least, and if I remember correctly, Tavani and the captain both brought a Mark II phaser. No,
I assume
sorry.
the security
You
people
guys
with us
are
have
sorry.
to.
You guys are senior crew. All of you have Mark II phasers as base weapons. Your security guards don't. They have Mark I's. Kyber, if I remember correctly, you also brought a Mark I with you.
Yes.
The Mark I's can be hidden. The Mark IIs cannot.
That's correct.
Wait, and let me try.
I brought
and-
it in case we needed to give up our weapons at all.
Browser.
It's about a freaking tape 3. I thought tape
Give
3
me
would be
1
too much
second,
for dimension.
buddy.
Yeah, I got it. I'm sure
No,
I'm pretty
that's-
fucking accurate with phaser weapons.
Add. Like application.
Oh, Zadia, how are you with fighting?
Window.
Protect the rock.
Protect Zadia. How good are you at fighting, Captain? You decent at fighting, Captain?
Me? Masterful at hand to hand.
Oh, you put hand to hand. Okay, that's a little
Right,
too
I-
far away for
I
hand to
guess-
hand.
Well, I think I have martial arts, which is just like anything but guns. Right?
I
so.
think martial arts is just hand to hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sunday, I don't think it covers weapons.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have hand to hand and bladed weapons.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up my thing
character
here.
sheets.
Make sure.
You don't have a character sheet up?
Mine,
Damn.
actually, mine says that I can do anything you can do. So that's my that's my
excuse you,
focus.
Captain.
All right. So on screen, I have the map on stream. It's a little small, but it kind of needs to be.
Interesting.
Otherwise, it'll take up way too much room.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
those
for sure.
and those
That's
four in the
good.
northeast are the whatever those.
Yeah. So up here
fucking
is
is.
where the 4 enemies materialize, and they all. They are currently pointing their weapons at you, but they are looking at you, and they say, "You 5, 6, 2, 4, 5. You 5, come with us. We are taking you under our control. I can't remember the
What's
proper
with Captain?
termage here.
Captain, we're not going with them, are we?
Let me check my notebook. Nope. You're gonna have to ask a little nicer.
She bristles.
Now,
Cracking
now
her
they
neck.
now they pull out their weapons and point them at you.
Oh no. I
Uh,
She
immediately
she
get it.
fucks your shoulders and
I
cracks her neck.
use I use
Oh
hold
my.
on. I use my crisis management focus here
This is bad.
and in diplomacy
Okay,
and strategic and tactics in history, martial arts, and I do a cool little move. No.
You better gaming.
Under what authority do we need to come with you?
Authority that they have guns.
House Kartok, you come with us.
Do not.
Also have guns.
Oh,
There's
the
dead
gun
people
authority.
everywhere.
I didn't realize you had gun authority.
We also have guns, don't we?
How's this? Um, if you put your guns down, then we'll walk towards you, which is half the way to coming with you.
With that deed, I can break their necks when they get close to us.
Roll me a
How does that
diplomacy.
sound?
Roll me a check here.
Okay, I'm gonna do presence and presence and command on that one.
Right. The difficulty here is going to be 4.
4.
Yeah.
How much? How much goo do we have to work with here?
1.
Yeah,
One
that-
momentum. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to just crit this.
I
Correct.
can also help, right?
Yes, anybody
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Anybody can help.
And I can use my
I'd like
focus
to
in
be
order help?
intimidating. If at all possible.
Maybe I'll
So
use my focus.
yeah, I was just gonna say, Zadia, how exactly are you helping in this situation?
Using my composure focus, and tuning it into my experiences back when I was mentored by an officer during a massive plague, and having to also deal with calming people down in terms of crisis. Yeah, that's why. That's
Alright.
how I'm gonna help.
That will work.
Cool.
So
So
this is a 4. Do I have to change the complication range, or am I
Nope.
using that incorrectly?
you just
Nope,
need
okay.
4 successes.
Okay.
Can I just like stare them down and be intimidating to help them?
So
That works.
Zadia, and Tavani, you
Uh-huh.
both roll 1 dice. Kyber, you roll your normal 2 dice.
And what am
Yeah.
I rolling? Am I rolling like
That is
presence or what?
if you're rolling to be intimidating, the most likely roll here will be presence plus daring.
Just two attributes, presence and daring?
Yep.
That's well, it's a good thing I have
Oh wait,
9
hold on.
presence
Presence.
and
Hold
1
on. Hold on.
daring.
Is it presence?
Presence and command.
Yes. Yeah, it would be presence. I think. No, then it
Yeah,
would
no.
be daring and command because you're doing.
Oh, 11. 11.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
11 and a 3. This will be fun.
Let me
And
double check
that's
that. Sorry.
test roll 1?
Yeah. Just 1 second before you roll. I want to double check that.
Mhm.
Zadia, what? Probably your role here would be trying to remember here we go. Would probably be insight or reason. I would say no, hold on. Yeah, no, you would be like reason plus let me look here. Command? Because
Alright.
you're trying to would you say that would be appropriate?
Yeah.
Choose the highest thing.
All right, so for you, it would be daring plus command.
Oh boy,
Okay.
my highest stat, 11. Daring. No great.
Good to roll.
Oh, sorry, it would be. Sorry, I just reread this. It would for if you want to be intimidating, it'll be daring plus security.
So a 4 instead of a 3.
Yes, and
My highest.
sorry, Zeta. Zeta. Yours would be reason plus command. And you're only rolling 1 dice. And if you have a focus, you're able to use your focuses. The only difference when helping somebody, between like rolling by yourself and helping somebody is that you're only rolling 1 dice instead of rolling the 2 that
Do the rolls add to the pool, or
They're-
do they replace a fail?
their successes add to the. It adds to the pool.
the
So
pool.
if they
Okay, cool.
their successes add to the pool, but if they also crit fail, that also adds to the pool as well.
All
I
right,
could
cool.
fail with an 11 and a 4.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know with the dice.
This is what my kid just built to do. I hope I
All
don't.
right,
crit
I'll
fail.
I'll roll first. I
you roll.
guess.
Yeah.
A crit
2 and a 1.
Nice.
and a pass. So I got 3.
Correct.
Need 1.
Who's
2.
going next yet?
Hey,
Is that any
And
rolls?
Tavani still needs to roll.
Yeah, and I will roll a 1 and
All right, so that is
let's hoping for a crit
that's
success.
6. B.
4.
Bitch.
Face.
Divine just kind of glares at them and crosses her arms.
I'm much more confident than I was when I originally said. Hey, why don't we just walk over to you, but you gotta put your guns down. Does that sound fair?
You see them start to shake a little bit. As Divine glares at them.
They all look at you and they're like, "Okay." They slowly lower their guns. And
One step back, one step forward.
There, we walk towards you. No, leave.
Yeah, well. Okay, so do I guess I give a nod and just like we're going to let's say gingerly walk towards, I don't know what that is. Let's let's continue walking towards that direction, but let's keep some, looks like there's hedges or different things on this courtyard. Let's try to keep some of that, debris and different things or line of sight not too clear for them, if you don't mind.
Between us and them so they can see us.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's try and keep a little bit of some line of sight not so great for them. Somewhere to hide if we need to duck. So while we're walking towards them, first off, thank you for putting your guns down, or at least not pointed at us. Now, may we ask why we're being summoned?
our leader wishes for you to be with them.
And what's your leader's name?
Good question. When the players ask questions and I don't have an answer.
Don't put the answer to
What's your
that.
leader's name and why isn't he here already?
Yeah,
What's
should
their
be-
horoscope? Do they know what horoscopes are? What's their version of horoscope? No.
You should have a fucking fun day, man. Give him an aneurysm.
Do they like long walks on the beach?
The thing is, Funday would come back with an entire thing and be like, it'd be like, hold on, hour later.
He would too.
Not
Take an
Not
hour.
even, not even an hour, maybe like 20, 30 minutes.
Who's your daddy? What does he do? Okay.
Our leader's name is Cadmus.
Katniss?
Candace?
Cadmus.
Candy?
Katniss?
Candy?
Candy.
Cadmus Clara.
You, You got to
Hey,
speak
hey,
up.
I
I
don't
can't hear
know.
you past your face guard.
His name is Cadmus Claron.
Cadmus
Bring him
Claron.
down. Bring him here.
Stop yelling. You
Bring
Let's
him
talk
kidding.
here.
here.
Fucking slimy fucks.
Why not? Why not here?
Yeah. Why do we
Have
have
you
to go
considered
there?
on planet?
On planet.
Oh, man.
Leader in parentheses, not actually here.
No, try all at the same time.
4 guards of what are they called again? The Vladic.
House. They're from House. I already forgotten the
Something.
damn name.
I should just look up. Volterra.
No, they're not from
No.
Volterra. These
Volterra.
are
No,
from the
just
other
kidding.
guys. These are for the other guys.
We're
Just
on-
kidding.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. I
Check
did
my
it
notes.
again.
Check my notes. It is Kavash, House Kavash.
House Kavash, yeah.
Kavash. Yeah.
Just looking at the map
Kavash.
temporarily, I just wanted to point something out. First off, this little rock formation over here is asteroid. So that's
Vibes over
asteroid.
slope.
This blue ring in the center here is a fountain.
I
And then-
can drown them in the fountain.
And then this black circle over here is to represent a gazebo.
Oh, poles to smash their heads into. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
also
a
marry
the
them.
battleground.
it's like a marble fountain, so like it's sturdy. You can smash their face into it
You
and it
cast
won't break.
jaws into it.
Yeah. The hardness of marble is slightly harder than the bones and face of a person.
Mm-mm.
We should be able to
Significantly
use
with
it.
Giovanni's strength. Might crack the marble though. It's fine.
What's heavier? 1,000
Mar-
pounds of marble or 1,000 pounds of human flesh?
What's heavier, Giovanni's boot or their jaw?
But
See,
yes,
here's
so
the
you
thing. If we hurt them, more will probably come down because they brought an entire ship of them. They've already
But
killed
we'll be on the
5 of us.
shuttlecraft.
They've
our
already
ship.
killed 5, and there's only 4 there.
Not 5 of us, 5 of them.
Okay, so who are the golden guys?
those are
Those
statues.
are statues.
Oh, okay.
Gonna clobber them with a weapon from the statue. Got this like giant.
They are
poles.
they appear to be like golden statues, and the ones that are like standing in the hedges are like the statues have been like grown through and around the
Oh.
statues.
Cool.
I'm gonna tell my
So-
security guys to still be on guard.
Of course.
Yeah,
always on
yeah.
Be on guard.
Let's stay on guard
Yeah,
for a
we
little
can
bit.
Try and convince them to just bring their leader down here, and then we can.
I
just
can
talk.
definitely try.
Can we just leave, bro? I don't want to be. I'd rather be on the ship. Actually, I can't hand combat, but like they have guns. We have electrical weapons. I wonder which is gonna win.
Well, see, we're trying.
Are
not
you
to get
plan?
into combat.
Is their ship down here, or I guess are they trying to?
You need beams
You
down.
do not know. You can
Okay,
ask.
they're just here. They're just
They
here.
are just
Okay.
here.
All right, it's like, so where's your ship at? It seems kind of hard to just fly a ship in here, or at least from historical records, that is.
We don't need ship.
That's concerning.
Oh, that's really neat.
We will transport ourselves back to our Hold on. No,
and I
let me
guess that means
rephrase that.
you.
He
Okay.
says we don't have shuttle. Ship is in neutral zone. Be here momentarily. Once it wipes out these pathetic Imperials.
Well, let's not jump to that yet. Again, we are walking towards you, so obviously we are not running away from you, nor are we trying to engage you in combat or whatever. Let's keep our cool for a moment. I did have a question. Now, you want us to meet aboard apparently your ship. What if we met you in space in a more neutral state with our ship?
I'm not going with that, bro.
They look at you. They talk amongst themselves for a quick second. None of them. Sorry, hold on. Hair in my mouth. Sorry. None of them don't take their eyes off you. So they're watching you, but they are talking amongst themselves. And
I keep eye contact.
they say, "No, you must come with us now.
I've
We
only
take
never had eye
you-
contact. So just staying them down.
We take you under our control. You are now ours to do with as we please. We bring you back
Yes,
to master."
I lean over to Caleb. We should probably go. I don't know if you want me to kill them or knock them out, but we should probably go.
I would rather not start a firefight with it on the actual grounds here,
Would
nor
you like
because
to
that will
be
lead into
taken prisoner?
space.
Would you like to be taken prisoner, Captain?
I'm like, dang man, don't call me captain. Call one of the other guys captain. Dang.
I'm
Oh,
whispering. I'm
dude.
whispering. I can't fucking hear you, damn.
Wait, I don't know their ears.
I certainly can't hear us.
At this point, they are yelling at you. By the way, you are like across the courtyard from them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Let's-
I
like,
actually do
look-
have one question though, Aaron. Are those projectile guns, or are those like energy weapons too? Or no?
Those are energy weapons as well.
I was gonna say they have fucking bullets. I'm scared now.
Oh yeah, kinetic versus that.
Like,
Like
is that
kinetic would
kidding?
hurt.
I mean, we didn't want us to have ours on stun. I don't think it's a stunned version of bullet to the head.
Yeah.
No, they
I don't
they
think
they have energy weapons. Not the same as
Okay.
yours, but they definitely do have them.
Okay, I'm gonna have one
Um,
to become the captain. Captain, stun or um, stun or if it happens.
set your main to stun, but set your other one
Type one, yeah, kill.
to kill.
I was mainly asking about the settings for my fists in case they get close enough to us and I have to crack their heads open.
Yeah.
Do you want me to crack
Mine
their
are
two
open
heads together
separately.
like fucking bowling pins? Or do you
Yeah.
want me to snap their necks in a twist? Well, like,
How's this? Would you like to come aboard my ship?
I glare at them.
And then you can tell us where we need to meet your king. Unless if is your king up in the main ship above this planet? Or leader? No, yeah, leader, sorry.
They tell you leader is in. Excuse me. The leader is on planet back in House Kavash.
Well, at that point, it doesn't matter which ship gets us there. So if you'd like, you can come aboard our ship. We have great amenities, and you can help navigate us.
No, we have orders. You come with us. They
It's very true, but here's the thing: you're only going to get me if I come aboard your ship, or you can have me and all my crew on my ship.
They seem to
We
be
could
very
take all
stuck
five
on
of
the
us.
fact that you have to come with them. So
I think they're
All I'm
trying to take
saying
all
is,
five of us.
I'm all
shooting,
for
not
coming
just
with
you.
you. I just kind of want to take my own ride.
I like to state, I think they want all five of us and not just you, the Kyber.
I think we need to start shooting.
I'm gonna say,
Whisper that, please.
all right, we are in what's called a power triangle, where it is we are equal distance from ship to them, and they're equal distance from us to ship. So I'm gonna say we're gonna need to make a break for it here. I tell Devani, set your men to cover as we head to the ship and have them fall behind closely. We're going to try to take off immediately. Tavani, I'm going to want you to lead. That way you can get to the pilot chair as quick as possible. Zadia, you're going to stand behind. You're going to try to keep behind me. That way, you're not going to be in the front line of fire.
I would actually prefer Zadia to be right behind me, Captain, just so I can keep her safe.
Oh, yeah,
just
you
in
can do
case
that
they
too.
run after us. In case they catch
Yep.
up to us, I can like throw a fucking elbow or something in case they try and grab the weakest crew member we have.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Zadia's not exactly a fighter.
I have 4 con. I can technically fly this craft. I
You
have
can.
a background in this.
Long enough to pick me up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go to the pilot chair. I'm gonna try to go to that first to get things going.
I would say you
Okay.
guys run, and my men are gonna come behind you and cover you.
Yeah,
Probably.
so, okay, hold on. We're triggering combat here, because they are not going to let you
Not
just...
yet. Not
Can we
yet.
try to combat by me throwing one of my polymer knives at their heads?
Is a
Definitely.
bomb a trigger? Does anybody got a grenade on them?
I
Or
tear the head off a golden statue and just chuck it at one of the people.
or a
No, okay,
stun?
so
Just spear, chuck a golden
I'm
spear.
gonna say that combat has started.
I think the captain started combat by telling us we gotta run. So like,
Yeah.
Run.
Pre-combat. A little pre-com, if you will.
So,
yeah, and then,
I like pre-com.
and then we've done and then we've done our plans, right, Captain? You and you're gonna take Zadia and you're gonna run for it while my men cover you from behind.
Yeah, I have my phaser, which
good.
I'll lay
Alright.
some suppressed fire. Tactics, bitch.
All right, so
Yeah,
at the start of any conflict, the game master chooses a character to take the first turn. The choice is based on the following: player characters. By default, the game master chooses a single player character to start the first turn. This may be an obvious choice based on events. I'm going to say that Tavani, you are starting with your guys' player. You guys go first. Tavani goes. So how?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me repeat this, starting from the beginning.
Mhm.
Turns, combat turns. This isn't a like everybody rolls initiative and that's how we deal with turns. That's not how it works. How it works is you guys go first. Usually, I choose the first person in the combat. In this particular case, I'm choosing Tavani. And then once Tavani's turn ends, you guys can either choose to spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative, and then you choose one person to go next. So you guys can then choose whoever goes next. Or if you don't want to do that momentum, the turn goes to the enemies. Then it goes back to you, back to the enemies, and then the round ends once everybody on both sides have gone.
Hmm.
How this is going to work, because there are 4 enemies, is once all of the enemies go, then you guys get your turns in consecutive order, however many is left. So say Tavani is going first, then the enemies, then say the NPC, like one of your NPCs goes next, then enemies, NPCs, the other NPC, last enemy, and then it would be Zeta and Luke. You would have your turn, or Tiber. You would have your turn. You would have to choose who goes first, but you guys would have your turns right back to each other. That is how combat works on the ground and in the air, like in space. That is how also combat works. It's just in space, you guys only have the ship to attack with, and only one person can typically attack with
until
the
they
ship.
try to board us.
Yes.
In which case, then I kill them all at the boarding entrance. It's like 5 security guys, like type threes. Like, hi, how's it going?
All right. So yes,
And we were
Tavani.
doing stun, I think, right? You're not
Yes.
trying to kill anyone, Captain.
Not trying to kill anyone. We'll be
So
able to-
I'm not chucking a polymer blade at at Orange's head. I
Right.
guess.
So the next thing we need to go over is ranges.
Yes, correct.
I'm trying to find where that
That
is.
way too far away to chuck a fucking knife in someone's head. I think.
All right. So
Fun to try that.
zones are, so how they do movement in this game and everything else in this game is a little weird. It's all based on like zones. So anything within reach is anything like that you can reach. Anything within close is pretty much anything within not 5. Yeah, no, anything within 5 squares.
Okay.
Medium is anything within 10 squares. So most of these guys, well, actually, yeah, all of these guys are within 10 squares of you. So anything that needs medium range, you can do that. For you, Tavani, you want to throw one of your knives at these guys, or were you just
I feel like the captain said don't kill, so I probably shouldn't
correct?
throw a knife at them. I should probably try and gather attention to myself and shoot orange with stun from the tape too.
All right. So I need to look at equipment real quick.
I'm also
'cause,
not sure that there's a written down action of throwing a knife.
I mean, there's not, but it would be the same thing as if you were throwing him, or shooting a gun. I'd use the same rolls.
The same thing is, Captain. I'm pretty sure they're shooting to kill.
All right, so
Take necessary action.
Okay.
all right, so you're shooting with your Type 2 blaster
I
phaser.
didn't bring a Type 3, so I'm using a Type 2.
All right. So, so in this game, you guys have a major action and a minor action. Think of it like action and bonus action. Because of your pistol, you can choose. It has the charge quality to it, which means if you perform the prepare minor action before attacking with this weapon, you may add one of the following qualities to the attack: area, so you can attack in an area; intense, which means when you're spending momentum to make your damage better, you can spend 1 momentum rather than 2; or piercing, which allows you to pierce through. Yeah, it ignores the target's protection rating, so it ignores any kind of armor that it has.
So if I use prepare, I could do like an area stun on all 4 of them, or is that too far away?
So it says area. When succeeded at an attack, so when you succeed an attack, additional targets in the same zone may be hit by spending 1 momentum for each additional target.
No, I don't think I'll do that then.
And then there is, so it also says that this attack may succeed at a cost. So it means that you succeed, but something happens.
I don't think you want to spend momentum for me to try an area damage. So probably just shoot orange with stun.
All right, if you want to just shoot orange, then you, unfortunately, this does have a like actual roll that you need to make, like a
Okay.
set roll. You're attacking
I'll
with
let
him. You're attacking with a ranged attack. You need to roll a control plus security task with a difficulty of 2.
Roll security with a difficulty of 2. It's a complication and task roll 1, or what is it?
So task roll would be 2. Complication will stay at 1 because you have no
Okay.
additional complications right now. If you have a focus and like blasters or phasers or anything like that, then you would. All right, then set that to no, and then just roll your task roll, and you're looking for 2 or more.
Control and security, yeah.
Control and security. That is a 1, so that unfortunately misses.
And they're probably
shoot
running at
wide.
the same time. Like,
Yeah, you can move as well. That would be
probably
technically
not like standing still.
yeah, that would technically be your technically that would be your minor action. We'll say is which to move. You can move up to 5 squares.
I like to get some measurement. Let me see. Two, three. I
That would
could move.
I was gonna say so it would be 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you know this, but on Roll20 you can right click, and it like moves your mouse, so it'd be like 5 squares.
Oh, so like
or you can just go
Like here?
through the hedge
Or-
and
Oh, I can run through the hedge.
yeah, you'd have to like maneuver around the statue here, but
Would that be a roll?
no.
Okay. Well, probably want to do that. So I'm near the entrance to the shuttle. So like here would be where I would be.
Yeah. Pretty much anywhere along that line, yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to drag myself? Or?
Yeah, you left click and just drag. Also, if you are left clicking and dragging, if you right click as well, you can also do the exact same thing with like the line.
Like here would be about 5. So I can run to there then.
All right, so the question becomes, do you guys want to spend the 2 momentum to keep the initiative so one of you guys can go again? Or do you want the turn to pass to the enemies?
I think it would be beneficial to spend the momentum.
Sadly, we don't have to spend because I have decisive leadership.
What do you know?
Also, sorry, just 1 second.
yeah,
I
sorry.
forgot. Not Tavish, Tavani,
Yes.
you're the security officer.
Mm-hmm.
You have things that you can do.
Uh-oh. Did I
Uh,
forget? Did we forget something?
yeah, your security officer benefit from being the actual security officer. I just need to
Yes.
double check what it does. Uh,
Turns out I always hit my face or shots or something. Some shit like that.
oh, okay. So what it is when you succeed at an attack. So when you actually hit an enemy during personal combat, which that's what this is, you
Mm.
can spend 1 momentum to increase the difficulty of that enemy's next attack by 1.
I didn't hit him though, I don't think.
You did not hit them, so it does not apply. And what were you saying?
Oh, I'm going to use my talent, decisive leadership. So in a conflict, once per round, I may keep the initiative for free, and I can give it.
Ooh.
Yes, I changed it out last thing because I didn't want well informed anymore.
And I don't know what quick to action is, but I guess that's probably why Fun Day chosen me. They had quick to action.
Probably. And
I'm going to
Alright.
pass. So as you said, so with initiative, we get to choose who's next, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The only time that I
Um,
get to choose is at the beginning of
at the
combat.
beginning. Okay. I'm going to. How far can I run again? You said it was
Up to 5 squares.
up to
How much
5.
run I am?
2, 3, 4,
You can run to the bushes like I did if you
5,
wanted
5.
to.
Yeah. Which do I need to click to move my character? My little
Should be
thing.
the mouse pointer.
Yeah, the mouse pointer to move the character. And then while you're left clicking and dragging around your character, if you right click, it will show you a line underneath the character.
So I have, the mouse pointer, and I just click,
here.
and nothing happens.
It's because for whatever reason your token is not tied to your character. There you go.
Tie me up.
There, now you should be able
Okay.
to do it. And
So, all right. So I can go. What? I'm just learning. I'm learning.
okay.
I'm learning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna. Can I go to the bushes?
Yeah.
Dive. I dive to
Get
the
across in the
bushes,
bushes.
and I think I have line of sight
Yes, this
on.
fountain
that one?
will not give you any kind of cover. So yeah, you
Oh, cool. Yeah, but I got bushes. So I'm gonna kind of set up, essentially, hopefully, some cover fire, and I'm gonna fire my phaser 2, right? Because that's the one that can hurt.
yeah,
I'm
phaser 2.
I'm gonna stun though. So let's see here. You said that was what that was gonna be.
Does Capic get a disadvantage to being in the bushes or no?
No, not at the moment. Wait, maybe.
I'm not trying to
No.
hurt you. I promise. I promise. Just curious.
I'm trying to get some defense from these bushes, not offense.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe it's a debuff already just hitting you then.
I am aware.
Don't
I'm
fire
just
at me.
there
You'll hurt the
is
bushes.
there is a well, it's just because there is a like cover mechanic in the game, but I don't remember how you take cover. I thought it was a
Mhm.
minor action to take cover, but movement is also a minor action. So like you can't take cover and do movement
Well,
all at once.
it's okay if we don't know for right now. My head
Yeah,
cannon.
in your head.
Maybe I should have
Difficult
win the bushes
terrain.
too. My bad. I'm trying fire. Trying fire being on the open. I get shot in the face.
Cover's a common terrain effect. Represent objects interfere with the target. Cover allows you to turn an enemy range attack into an opposed task.
Okay, no, yeah, that will be. Sorry, you are in cover because that's just a
Cool.
task. So it's not a. It doesn't take a yeah. So yeah, you are in cover at the moment. You are in the middle of these bushes. It is harder to see you.
And I'm green, and I assume that their bushes are green. Only not.
Yes,
I don't know. Probably not.
they are green, but your blonde hair is kind of sticking out.
My white hair is
Yeah.
just like, what's that? All right, I'm gonna take a shot. What do I need to use? Like
The-
control and
It's control plus security.
security. Got it. Task roll 2. No focus on this, unless this is strategy, which it's kind of like strategy.
I mean, it is very strategic to dive into the bushes.
Everyone, aim for the bushes. All right, sure. But
2. All right, that means you hurt him. What is your severity? Duplicate this tab. So how damage works in this game is every weapon has a severity, which is how much damage that you deal when you hit. Oh, what's stupid? There it is, weapons and gear. All right, so as a type 2 phaser, you have 4 severity. And no, that's a good thing, at least for
I bet
enemies.
that's bad for them.
Yeah, bad for them. Which means I either have to choose. The enemies will either, whichever one you're shooting at, will either fall over, stunned, or I spend my threat in order to say that he took the hit, but it like got took the hit, but it doesn't stun him immediately.
does stun is stun pretty much like how long is that like a trait or effect applied to someone if they're stunned?
Until they heal it. Until it gets healed, I should say, which is like someone either has to heal them, so one of their allies, or they until like in the end of combat, quote unquote, is like they'll be stunned until someone heals them. It's not a
Oh, okay. It's like
Yeah.
a down status, but not technically death. It's like knocking someone out.
Yes.
Specifically, they have to put in effort to wake them up. Got
correct.
it. Cool. Okay, I understand now. Go for
We'll
Ooh,
just say that
excuse me.
Stefani missed because I can't shoot through a statue.
it. Can we say my shot was perfectly like aimed to go through the statue's legs
Making me look bad.
just to
though.
show off?
Making me look bad, Captain.
All right,
Even
so-
that Giovanni was firing mid-run.
So I am not going to avoid this injury. So the red guy, he falls over as he is now stunned.
way to be a statistic.
Jeez.
All right, so that is the end of
Red goes down first.
that is the end of Kyver's turn. Do you guys want to spend the momentum, or do you guys want to pass the turn to the enemies?
I'm okay with passing unless Zadio wants to go.
Yeah, that's not even to go.
Yeah, we can pass. I'm pretty good here.
I don't think the enemies can hit Zadia past the 2 security guys. So.
All right, this guy
I've got
runs
cover
over
now,
into the bushes
Never
as well.
mind. No.
They're in the bushes!
We
in the
forgot they have
trees!
legs. Shit, we forgot they move.
Tiffany has a terrible idea. A very terrible idea.
And he is taking a shot towards Tavani.
Okay, I'm on fucking cover. Shit.
He
I'm
needs.
thinking of cover in the bushes. Tiffany pulls like a matrix dodge, leans backwards, faces passes right past her. Some shit like that.
They need a 9.
No.
There we go. And 9, Jesus.
A 1, which is a critical success, and a 13,
Oh,
which is a
shit.
fail.
Oh shit!
Unfortunately, critical success means you got 2, which is
Oh,
enough to
shit.
hit you.
Shit!
Oh,
So-
I thought he needed 9 successful. So I
No,
was like,
no,
how
no.
did
He
how did that
needs-
occur?
He needs to roll his dice
You
rolls.
trying to shoot
need
with his
be
feet?
9. No,
Dang.
the dice rolls needed to be 9.
He's trying to
Um,
show off.
All right, so Tavani, you have a choice here. You can either take the injury and become defeated, which means you go down, or you can take some stress equal to
Watch.
the attack severity, so you would take 4 stress.
Zadia, would you like
Ah.
I can help prevent that damage taken or that injury.
I do
But
believe
only
you
if you
mean
want that.
Tavani, not Zadia, but okay.
Oh, is it on Tavani?
It's on Tavani.
Oh. Tavani, I can prevent that if you would like.
How would you prevent that, Mr. Captain?
I'm gonna shake the bush to distract him.
Are we allowed in this area?
I told you bush energy.
That
I'm gonna pull out my keys. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
I'm just gonna yell, "Hey, she's green like the bush," and then he's gonna like not know how to shoot because it's like it blends in or something.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take out my Tavani sock puppet.
Somebody's sock puppet.
Shoot over here.
All right, so Tavani, what do you wish to do? Do you wish to take the injury that apparently will be avoided for this one turn for this one, like this is it should be noted that Kyber, you can only do this once per session, I do believe.
Once per was it so what's that? It's not story, it's scene, right?
Yeah, once per scene. So this is so you will not be able to protect anybody else from injury if you do it now.
I'm starting to rethink my bush strategy.
Personally, if you want my opinion, I would say have Tavani take the stress because Tavani has a lot of stress.
Okay, cool.
I do have a lot of stress.
I look at
I've
Tavani
got
and like, hey,
11 stress.
I got a lot of bush here, but like, you might need to take this one for yourself.
I do hear that. I might. This is not me for not taking cover. Honestly, you shouldn't be helping me.
Yeah,
I
it was
might
right
just take the
there.
stress.
You-
I didn't think about taking cover in a fucking bush about it.
in a firefight.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the stress.
Yeah, it
to be
happened.
honest,
All right, so you take 4 stress. I was not I was not expecting this enemy to be able to hit you, let alone.
I'm
All
watching.
right.
Give me a second. I'm watching Mumble's video.
All right. Speaking of, it is now the player's turn. Who do you guys want to go next? It can't be Kyber or Tavani.
Yeah, we have to all
Guess I'll
finish
go.
our stuff.
Yes.
When would the security guys move them?
That would be up to you when they move.
Yeah, they're just people, I think.
So are you moving them? Who's moving?
I can move them. Or technically, I'll give them. control that everybody can move. I don't
Whoa.
particularly
And they can take
care.
actions like us, right?
Yep.
But we're gonna have Zadia go first before them.
All right. Nadia, where would you like to move to?
So I was gonna jump into the fucking bush,
Um,
probably.
I'm just gonna move that way. I'm gonna take cover behind this one statue. There.
All right.
I was gonna say take cover between me and Kyber.
Alrighty.
No, I'm gonna take cover behind the statue.
You take-
She saw how you got hit.
so you take cover. Do you wish to take a shot at anybody, or do you just want to?
Yeah, I'll shoot at Mr. Blue over there.
All right, the sharpshooter of their team, apparently.
Yeah,
So
take out the
Yeah.
sharpshooter.
roll
Aggressive.
roll
Something to
control plus
prove.
security.
Okay, so we want control and security, and then
Mhm.
just one roll. I'm not using a focus.
2 dice. You're rolling 2 dice.
2 dice.
You hit.
Hell yeah.
This is making me look bad. What the fuck? I was clearly running mid shot. Okay.
Hey,
You're
Clearly.
like suppressing fire, just getting hit.
That's probably what I did. Was also was running just to, like shoot.
Alright, I am going to spend the threat to avoid that.
I look up at the sky and say, "Damn it, God!"
He just like Matrix dodges in the bush.
He has a
Oh,
bush energy.
wait, no, you're
Damn
right.
it.
He has
Shrub
cover.
power.
I'm sorry. He has cover, so this actually becomes a contested roll. So he also needs to roll his control plus security.
We're all in fucking bushes now.
Damn it.
And I'm actually going to spend 1 momentum to give him an extra die. Well, not momentum. I'm going to spend 1 threat to
Thanks.
give him an extra die.
Hell yeah.
He rolled 1 9. Unfortunately, that was not enough. He needed 2 9s. Okay, so he does not hit you, Zeta. So you hit him. And I've spent the threat. I'm not lowering my threat anymore. So he gets taken out. I forget. When you guys are in cover, it becomes a contested roll, which means you guys could potentially kill these guys when they're trying to shoot at you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So wait,
Return
we
fire.
can contested is like we get like a counter attack at the
Yep.
or okay, cool. That's hot.
Yeah.
That's
So
real hot.
in specific, it does specifically say that under resolve attack here, it says counter attack. If the attack was a opposed task and the target won, then they may either move out of reach if in melee, or spend 2 momentum to counterattack, inflicting an injury upon you in return, or if inflicting, you guys can inflict an enemy.
Does that
Inflict.
really use 2 momentum?
Yeah, you have to spend momentum. A lot of this stuff in this game is spending momentum.
So did we use momentum to hit the blue guy? No, wait,
Nope.
no. So she saw to him. My bad.
Yeah.
my bad.
Zeta saw that. But that is the end of Zeta's turn.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to keep the initiative, or do you want to let the enemies go?
Let's let the enemies go.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Might as well.
All right. So this one's going to take cover behind the statue, and they're going to try and shoot at Tavani. Tavani's the only
Why am I
one
not in
not.
the bush?
Tavani's the only one not in cover.
You're just
Kyrie grabbed me, put me in the fucking bush.
You didn't study tactics, did you?
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
That's that hits.
I did. I'm just dumb. Okay.
All right. So Tavani,
Strategy.
Tavani, you can either choose to take the injury and become defeated, or take 4 more stress.
This is not how I thought the first combat was gonna go, man.
Neither did
I
I.
don't know.
You're
Honestly,
combat
Yeah.
queen. What's going on?
I honestly did not think that this was how this was going to go.
I get fucking killed, bro.
You won't die. Death is hard for player characters. but you will be
Mm,
defeated. You'll need to go to medical.
It's a good thing that Kyber can pilot the fucking shuttlecraft. I
Hey man,
guess
thanks for being
I'm
our shield from the bush.
I guess I'm gonna take another fucking stress.
Oh god, okay. Tamani, you cannot take more stress.
No, I take another. I
Oh,
can't take another
man.
fucking hit, bro.
Hey man,
Alright.
chill.
Chill, Daddy, chill.
Relax. Daddy, chill.
Alright, this one tries to beeline it for a bush, but he unfortunately is not able to make it. And he's going to take a shot at Kyber. That's
Did we
There's
skip
no
one of
thing
our
there,
guys'
just
turn?
me.
Hmm?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did completely skip over your NPC's turn. They would.
Huh?
Hold on.
Do I still get shot?
Yes,
Alright,
you still got shot.
can I name both of them?
Go ahead.
Thing one,
One's
thing two.
Mark and one's Greg.
We just think one, thing two. They don't get names.
You said Mort?
No, Mark and
Mark.
Greg. They're new.
Who's who though?
I like really boring names. Sorry if that's one of your names. My name's Luke.
No.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Oh, good. I don't
You
mind.
actually can't tell who's who. They're actually twins.
Yeah.
he might
See,
be.
now there's stress on my part.
He
I
might be
can't
right.
have an emotional damage and a physical. Mark and Greg. Mark, Greg. I'll never
You would thought
forget.
the first combat would have Kyber dragging me into the fucking shuttlecraft.
I do a hand motion to them, like tracing a bush. Like,
I was just yell, get in the bushes.
we'll do Mark first.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can come up to here. Okay.
She got into Vaz just taking care of me.
Okay. He's going to that's gonna be hard. I'd rather do you want to risk a contested shot? But we have cover, so can you do a contested versus contested, or is it just like one contested and that's it type of deal?
So, how it will work is say Mark attacks Orange here. I'm
Yeah.
guessing because that's the only one within range. It's just a straight up contested roll. So
Okay.
he will shoot, and then you will roll for Mark, and then I will roll for the enemies, and we'll see
Okay.
who gets what, and whoever wins, that is will win. If you win, then
Does-
then Orange takes damage. If Orange wins, then I have to choose either to counterattack or
the-
just let it go.
Do I will I use my stats or their own specific stats for that roll?
Their own specific stats,
Okay.
which is the same stats as I'm currently using for the NPCs because these guys are just like low level grunts.
Cool. So you'll just roll of both, I guess.
I mean, you can roll just so that we have differentiating rolls here.
Yeah.
So since Mark is attacking, in the chat box,
Uh-huh.
do /R space 2d20.
2d20.
And then just hit enter.
Enter.
That's a hit.
That's pretty low, baby.
That is very low. Low rolls
Bada
in this
bing.
game are good. All right,
Yeah,
so
Mark.
that hits. Now let me roll for. That is one success,
see
but
what-
that is not enough. So he gets hit. That would be 4. I'm gonna take the threat. Or I'm gonna spin the threat to dodge this attack. Just so that he doesn't take the injury. Alright, so That is your guys' turn. Now it's the enemy's turn, unless you guys want to keep initiative.
Um,
I'm good to let them go.
yeah, we can let them go.
Now my previous statement stands. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna try and shoot at Kyber. That is a big miss.
Jesus.
Shrubbery.
That guy's an idiot. Shoot
All right.
I can't see him.
And now it's Greg's
You
turn.
couldn't shoot the side of a bush.
him.
In fact, he almost shoots Tavani in the foot. That's how far off he was.
Bro, stop. I
Megan,
think there's like it's targeted. I think it was targeting me, bro.
we're gonna
Yeah, you
find
got
like some
magnets
like
in your pocket
magnetic
there, bud.
like generator on you that someone tagged you with.
I feel like Funday's aiming at me for some intentional reason or something.
All right, so Greg.
Activity. Good question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be kind of hard to get him. Go to the bush. Greg's gonna. Can Greg take a shot on green?
Let's see.
I mean, Green's not in the cover, so
What's the range again? I'm sorry. I
10.
10. Nice. Okay.
we're good then.
Yeah, you're able to get a shot off on green.
I put my hand on his back just to give him like a little bit of like, hey man, you got it.
Oh my god, you fucking inspiration.
Did you say I'm
Where's my
racist?
inspiration? No, inspiration.
Roll. All right, so roll the same thing that you rolled for Mark.
Okay.
2d20.
That is one success. That is not enough to hit green.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's stressful right now. It's gonna be okay.
My mama
got it.
always said I was a failure.
Well, you know what? I'm your mama now, and you're not.
Oh. All right, so that is the end of the round. We go back to the player characters. Who wants to go first?
I think Tavani, you should find.
Yeah, I think Divine should try to.
I think Devon might get into cover, bro.
Hmm.
So I don't get shot and get defeated again. I don't know. Fucking, what you thinking? Maybe here. So I have a good line of sight too.
Should have enough movement. Just pointing this out. Oh no, you don't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say you should have enough movement.
Technically.
Should have enough movement to get to the ship, right? You can spend your action to run, so you can
There's
dash to the ship, but you won't be able to
a
attack.
good shot. And basically, yeah. Maybe I'll just I'll get the ship spinning up, Captain. Get it as fast as you can. I'm not getting shot again.
You coward.
I'm not
Was Red
coward.
stunned or killed?
To defeated that.
Oh no, Red was stunned and then Blue. What was Blue
They're
stunned
both-
or killed?
They're both stunned.
Okay.
You guys can't kill anybody until you specifically say you're setting your phasers to kill.
Got it. Cool.
I'm not a coward. How dare you, Lydia? You just saw me tank 2 fucking shots. You're calling me a coward.
No, you're not coward for taking 2 shots. You're an idiot.
Oh, an idiot for not taking cover? Maybe. Maybe. It'd be good for Tavani to take an accident, dash towards the ship to get it spooling up.
Yeah, it just gets to.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go, run.
Because you saw me like fucking like
Oh, yeah.
just no, just put like right here by the door. What do you want to put me?
You
Is-
double your movement range, so instead of being able to move 5, you can move 10.
Well, I mean, I'm in, but how do you want to make it so you know I'm in? Like just put myself inside the ship or what?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Like that?
Sorry, give me a second.
Z axis. Bring to the front.
I'm gonna assume the shuttlecraft has no weapons on it.
Nope, not this one.
Just
Shit.
cannons.
Do we need? I
Explosions.
talked to myself out loud during just like slightly, just so the Greg and Zadia can hear me. Should we take someone as a prisoner?
Yes.
So Tavani wanted to do. Wanted to take one to dissect him. That was the wicked thought Tavani had. I'm gonna take one of the stunned ones to dissect.
Give it to Tavash to dissect, yeah.
It depends on the
Tavas
next.
wouldn't mind. But it also probably infuriate them, to be honest.
I think they're gonna be mad either way, but at least this way. Well, no, I don't know.
An upper hand.
Tamani yells out,
Dogfight.
yells out of the side of the ship, see if you can take a prisoner. I want Tavas to dissect them.
God.
So fucking- So Tavani's in the ship. I guess that's the end of my turn.
Funny.
Sorry, what?
I assume
Huh?
my turn. I assume my turn's over because I'm in the
Yes,
ship now. Yeah?
your turn is over, sorry.
Okay, now I go to the bathroom. That's home.
Okay, so, do you guys want to
Can I
keep
take
the
a shot?
initiative, or do you want to give it to the enemies?
Well, since it's a new round, right?
Yes.
We'll keep the initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a
Um,
new round does not mean that it's a new... Oh, no, you have the thing that lets you per round, isn't it?
Yeah. Per
You
round.
lucky cracker.
Yeah. Hey. That's our word.
Oh.
Prefer biscuit. Anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Burnt biscuit.
Olive.
Zadia, I'd like you to go. To take
Aye.
the next turn if you're okay.
yes, Captain.
Our security officer's like, I gotta book it.
I got it.
It's hot out here. It's getting hot.
So you're
Ice tower.
to be fair, so the way that it says that when you use stress to avoid an injury, it specifically states that so it says when you suffer an injury, you may avoid injury by taking stress. Suffer stress equal to the attack severity to ignore that injury, suggesting that you ducked out of the way at the last moment or otherwise resisted the attack. I'm just imagining like every time Tavani is like the 2 times Tavani has like taken these shots, she's just like backbended out of the way.
Like a fucking
Shit.
Barbie doll, just
What's that old cartoon of like the spaghetti noodle style like animation where he just like lifts their crotch up to dodge?
Oh my god.
Man, I was just imagining that Tavani just got like shot in the chest and just went and just tanked in the chest.
That
or
that
something.
works too, but
Who's
like
gonna mark that down as emotional damage?
I
It's
feel
okay.
like then you would be like, maybe Tavani should be in the ship. She got shot twice in the chest.
I'm gonna
You have a
move over
flesh
to
wound.
this
No,
stash,
all mental, all mental.
and I'm gonna take another pot shot towards green this time.
Open cover.
You're holding the power of the rock.
Yeah, pretty
Can
much.
you
I'm
smell
invincible.
Take
what they're cooking?
a shot.
that is unfortunately a fail. What happened on a crit fail when you're attacking? My question.
And the phase explodes in your hand.
No, it's just embarrassing.
It's just embarrassing.
The phaser jams. and it will execute you slightly. I don't know if you
I
wanna do-
drop my gun.
Oop.
Kidding.
I had my phaser set to a flag pops out and says zap. My
Oh,
bad.
It just bang.
Goof mode. I goofed it, guys.
It
I
goes
really
boom.
goofed it.
I actually didn't take out my gun. It's just my hands.
Oh, shit.
Finger
my
gun.
Um,
Finger gun.
we'll say that your blaster malfunctions, and instead of hitting green, you hit the statue in front of you, causing the statue to explode. It doesn't deal any damage to you, but you lose your cover.
Oh no.
If only she was in bush.
I didn't
I'm
want
gonna say shrubbery.
to be fair. I could have exploded your blaster, but I wanted to make sure that you had something to attack with in case you needed to.
Oh.
It's better than getting shot twice.
Okay, so now question is, do we want to hold the attack or spend the momentum to keep the initiative for the players, or do you wish to move it over to the enemies?
How much momentum do we have?
3.
Yeah. Do we not get momentum for you spending threat?
No,
Okay, well, that's mean of the system.
very.
The system's broken. It's against us.
Is it
Okay.
okay if I spend some momentum to run to the ship?
I'd be offended if you didn't though.
You can't repeat turns.
Yeah, you can't repeat
Oh,
turns.
you're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm okay. I mean, I'm. Is it 3 you said or just 2? How much was
It's-
it?
2 to keep the initiative.
Mhm.
2 for the initiative. Okay. I'll do yeah. I'll take the initiative.
All
Is that
right.
okay? Cool. I'm going. They'll just like jump in the bush, the dude that's passed out, and start dragging him. Like, hey, it's cool. We're just gonna eat him and see what that does, like psychologically.
I mean, Tavani
You
probably
don't
would
even
be
know
so.
me. You don't know what I do.
I'm sure Tavasa wants Tavani to bring back some sort of souvenir, like I said. Souvenir just happens to be a live human prisoner. I mean, a live person to dissect.
Can I just like talk to them as like a bonus action?
Yeah.
You do yell, get fucked.
It's wouldn't be a bonus action. It wouldn't.
Uh,
Depending on what you're trying to
just
do, it
eating.
probably wouldn't even be a major action either. You can just talk to them.
Okay.
If you're trying to
Alright.
convince them or of something,
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
something,
try to like. Yeah, it's like,
that would be a major action. So instead of foregoing your action to shoot at them, you would try and convince them.
okay. I think this real carefully. um.
Yeah, you can either convince them to let you take a friend, or
Yeah.
knock them all unconscious and then take a friend.
All right. I say I was like, okay, here's your olive branch. You don't know what that means from where I'm from. It means peace for a moment. You don't even know what an olive is, but you know what branches are because I haven't been hit yet. So let me tell you, there's 2 of you down right now, 2 of you left. None of us, we have the advantage. Drop your weapons and you won't be hurt. We won't hurt you.
All right, what are you gonna roll to see?
I'm gonna do. I'll do presence, and I mean, presence command. I'll try that.
All right. Are you
Is
using any
this just
focuses?
is this an action or is this just?
I would.
something? 'Cause
This would be your major action.
no roll. I just want to see what they would do. I plan to take action. I just thought I'd throw it out there. I'm not really putting a lot of
All right, so
effort.
let me see what they would do.
I swear I'm putting effort in, but not that much effort. think
One,
it's gonna work.
so Green looks a little nervous. He's looking at his unconscious friends. He's like looking over to Orange. Orange is just like, no, we're gonna kill you. Not kill you. We're gonna take you. You're gonna be ours.
Oh yeah, when when I see your leader, I'm gonna tell them you were gonna let go.
Oh yeah, when I fucking catch you, Ricky.
I'm gonna make you get court-martialed. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie real good.
All right. What do you wish?
So I'm gonna move up actually here. And I'm gonna take a shot at Green.
Why are you getting closer to them, Captain?
I give you a wink.
Through the window of the shuttlecraft.
In the window, I'm like, I'm gonna try to pick one of these guys up.
We just take all 4 of them once we stun them. Just take all 4 of them on the ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a shot at Green. So control security. Okay. Bada bing. Shit.
Oh,
Uh,
Uh-oh.
okay. Normal failure.
That is a failure. Luckily, it's not a critical failure. Otherwise, you would have burnt a bush.
it lost cover.
We've all been there.
You burned your bush before? That doesn't sound fun.
That
You don't
sounds
need to ask.
concerning to everybody.
It's an Orion thing. Leave it alone.
Okay.
That's true.
All
I think
right.
my hair's red.
listen, campfires are very comfortable.
Very
Okay.
comfortable.
It's the last time I use a
So-
candle in bed.
All right.
By human
So,
standards, did you know that the Orion?
all right. So, you don't have the momentum to keep the initiative. So, the turn is going to pass over to the enemies. Orange is mad at you, so he's gonna take a shot at
Let's do this.
you, Luke. So this is going to be a contested roll.
I could test the bitch.
I'm going to spend 1 threat to add a dice to this roll.
Dope.
He whiffs.
Nope.
Oh,
It bings off the transport. The shield of the
hey,
transport.
that's my.
Let me show you how it's done. Do I just do like a normal 2? Or do I? Well, yeah, I mean,
well, he missed, but yeah, you can go ahead and roll. Potentially, if you fail 2, then nothing happens. But
I mean that's
I was just gonna say, like, you don't have the momentum to counterattack.
You're gonna say that.
Oh, I didn't know it was momentum to counterattack. Okay.
But currently, since this is an opposed roll, you can
Yeah.
roll back, and as long as you get at least 1 success, you will gain momentum because it's a opposed roll.
Bada
Okay,
bing.
so you gain 2 momentum.
Bing bong. We're back.
You're up back to
Ow.
3.
I see it as a net positive.
Correct. I forgot about that. I think you guys are actually. No, I think maybe. I think someone. I'm just gonna give you guys an extra momentum. I think I owe you a momentum.
Who the fuck knows?
All right. So
Under my breath, I say, "This is why you study aerospace and botany, for this exact reason."
aerospace botany,
If you say so.
Yeah.
botany in aerospace. Anyway.
Yeah. In space, botany in space.
All right. So we're the turn is moving back towards the players.
Mhm.
Um.
I'm
I can-
going. I'm
Oh, yeah,
going
you're-
to take direct control of Mark real quick. Well,
Go for it.
do you want? Yeah, well, it depends on who you guys want first, because I think Mark and Greg are the only 2 that can go at the moment.
Yeah, I was thinking Greg bring to the bushes and take a shot, and because Mark has an easy ability to just run to the ship, so I'm not too worried.
Correct.
Except
But-
that I'm pretty sure I told Mike to cover you guys.
Correct.
So Mike and Greg would end
Yeah.
it last.
Yeah. Also, I just realized that there is a major action called guard
Oh.
that you can do, and if you can do it on yourself for a difficulty 0, or you can do it on an ally as long as they are next to you with a difficulty of 1, and it increases the difficulty of attacks to hit people by 1. So they would need 3 successes to hit Zadia, who is currently not standing behind cover.
I did say cover Zadi. I did say cover the captain and the science officer.
Yeah, so just
so
that's it's just who do you guys want to go next?
I say move Greg up to Zadia and I guess do guard.
Yeah, good job.
All right, so this is going to be a insight plus security roll with a difficulty of 1. I'll roll for him this time. That's a success. Zadia, you see Greg kind of step in front of you as he's like guarding you now.
My hero.
And then they get shot in the back.
He's like, Lieutenant, get behind me, as he like pulls his like aiming towards
My
him.
eyes sparkle.
We might have
a
to
little
get
bit.
Tavani some body armor or something.
True.
Their own force field.
Great. Now you guys have the momentum. Do you want to keep the action or keep the turn and the initiative, or do you want the enemies to go next?
So I think do that. We can do Mark. So if we spend it, well, there's only one left of each. So we can either us go first or them go first. Then we the next.
The
Correct.
only reason why I think spending the momentum would be a good idea is it would get us to go to the next round faster, so that
Yeah.
we have your ability happen again.
Yes, because he would get 2 turns instead of 1, or if we decide not to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I agree. We'll use the momentum.
All right. So
Yeah, Mike take a pot shot. Or...
that is
Mark.
the question.
Shoot that man.
I'm assuming that I can't open the window of the transport. Like fire out the window of the transport.
All right. So
or something.
well, you
It
can't.
takes a long time.
Okay, I was supposed to say you can't shoot out the window of the transport, but you can shoot out the ramp. You're
Oh, it's
using the side of the
Would that be
ship.
cover?
Yeah, that would be cover.
Hell
Would that be complete cover or partial cover?
It would be personal cover, like it would be partial.
I
but
mean,
with-
there's a force field, isn't there?
Real interested
No.
in cover now, aren't we?
no. So the ship doesn't have. Actually, no. The transport not on at the moment, so the shields wouldn't have been up.
Didn't
So
you just say something blasted off
Yeah.
the transport?
yeah, I was thinking like I thought you would. My brain doesn't work sometimes. Okay,
I mean, I probably did start the transport, didn't I?
maybe, but it would
Mm,
it would take time to like it would be your action to like do all that. But no, it like blaster fires, especially because you realize, especially you having taken 2 shots to the chest, your guns are set to stun, so it's not gonna hurt the transport any.
Oh, okay.
They want to take you in alive.
Would you guys want me to lean out the ramp and keep in return fire
that sounds cool to me.
until I get shot again?
Yeah,
I collapse on the ramp.
Sniped.
All right. So you guys have kept the initiative. Mark and I do believe Tavani. And Tavani go? Turn, or-
Not
Wasn't I at
yet.
the start of
Not
the
yet.
round?
Okay. Then
The next round.
okay. So what do you want Mark to do? I know you said to
Uh,
shoot at somebody. You didn't give me a color.
Green.
All right.
Well, they both don't have. Or does orange have cover?
Orange has cover. He's behind the statue.
Let's.
I see green.
Yeah, okay, let's do green.
There's no contestant, right?
Yes.
No, they can't.
Yeah, green can't contest. So, actually, Luke, you don't mind rolling?
Oh, yeah.
Make more sense if
What am I doing? Oh,
2D.
sorry, hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I am.
Rolling.
I tried to do the up method, but it didn't.
Yeah.
R
The
Right.
players use the
Oh.
dice thing on the top left.
/R space 2D20. Oof.
oh.
Well, it's not a failure. Well, it's a failure, but it's not a crit fail. So,
Yeah.
you see Mark shots go wide, green ducks
What the fuck is green doing, man?
standing here.
This guy's like Matrix dodging around the fucking blaster fire. You can't even hit him.
All right, so that is the end of the rounds. Top of the order. You guys go first. Who do you wish to go first? I would recommend Zadia, considering she is out of
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, we can do that.
I yell, Sadia, get in the ship.
Get the ship. Take this leaf with you.
I'm gonna position myself so that I'm still like
Yeah, so you.
outside.
I can hit though.
Yeah, so that I can still shoot. And I'm gonna go for green again.
All right.
Ah,
That is a fail. Damn. Green is just like Matrix dodging.
He's like Superman.
Seriously.
What the fuck? Man's got a repulsor shield or some shit. What the fuck?
Apparently, Green is the most talented out of their whole party.
The race must share genes with the noble stock of the green bean.
Yes, I know we're not
Apparently.
turning on the fucking shadow bells, but if we knock them all out, then we can just take them. There's no worry about
So,
that.
are you guys going to keep the initiative, or do you want the enemies to go?
keep the
So if both of them, because there's 3 of us, 2 of them, if they go, I'll go. Let's say then Orange goes, and then Greg and then Mark can go back to back. Okay.
Yep. Don't forget Tavani. Tavani is and also still go.
That's very
Am
true.
I staying in the shadow or am I returning fire there, Captain?
That is up to Tavani.
turn on that show.
You can't be hit right now, and you seem stressed. So I'm gonna have you
Yeah, but like
probably go. I'm gonna go first. Oh no, right, it's them. Yeah. I think we should pass it. I'm feeling lucky.
All right. Green is going to move into cover
Shit.
and is then going
No.
to shoot at the captain.
Get your head down, though.
You dumb bastard. I'm gonna contest it, and then I'm gonna fire back.
He only
With
got
momentum.
one. He only got one success.
Oh.
So
Um,
go ahead. And...
Don't contest this one.
Don't contest it.
No, maybe don't. He missed, right?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
you can always
it
if you
gives
get.
us momentum.
I was gonna say if you get more than one
Yeah,
momentum.
it's like an extra shot in this round of combat
That's true.
because I don't have to spend momentum for the next
That's
time
true.
we use it.
Yeah, do if you want.
I'm gonna fire.
All right.
Control security. Okay.
All right.
Whoa.
So
The fuck, man?
you are able to generate one momentum. You now have enough. Well, we had enough anyway. Do you want to counterattack? It would be 2 momentum to counterattack.
Yeah. Let's counter. Well, I thought that was the counterattack.
No, That was just the
Oh, that was
opposed
just a
roll.
contest to win.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the contest to win.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I'll counter it.
All right, so you lose 2 momentum,
Got
and
good skin.
green goes down. It no longer matrix dodge, even in a bush.
Oh, does that count as my hit though? So I don't have to roll again?
You don't have to roll again. That counted as your
Oh,
hit.
nice. I can just choose. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Good
Oh,
orange.
that's nice. I give orange a look. I'll let him
Orange is
decide.
green. I mean, green was the one that was just like he was nervous. Now orange just looks pissed.
Wes was the mad person, so good luck with that one.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Well, that's why I wanted to get him down first so that we can maybe persuade green, but
Orange looks pissed, but he's also you can see fear in his eyes. He's afraid of you.
Get him.
So the initiative passes back to you guys.
cool. My turn.
Correct.
I want to run up and just punch him in the face.
I don't
Question.
know.
Yeah.
Good.
What does focus do to my roll?
So your security roll, when you roll for your
Mhm.
security, if the number is currently, if you don't use a focus, the only time you get a critical success is if you roll a 1.
Mhm.
When you are using a focus, you can whatever your security roll for in this particular case it would be security, but whatever
Yeah.
your department roll is, that is the number that a dice needs to show in order for it to be a critical success. So in this
Alright.
case, your dice need instead of needing to show a 1, it can show 1 to 3.
Oh, that's hot. Okay. Um,
Maybe I should just ran at the enemies and punched them in the face.
that's what I'm really feeling right now. I feel like
Maybe I
it's
should have done
easier
the
to
first place instead of shooting at them.
I know, but like I needed to make sure that we take a strategic approach of staying in cover until they get close enough.
We all know that if you knock them out, I'm gonna have you finish the setup position. I'm just gonna drag them in two by
Oh, I
two.
know. I plan to take all of them.
Well, I mean, you're gonna take over setup position. I'm just gonna walk out and grab two
Yeah.
of them at a time by the fucking back of their shirts and break them in.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna run up, and while that, I'm gonna tell him. I'm not gonna command him to do anything or persuade him, but I'm just gonna be saying like, I told you to put your guns down. I don't have any cool lines. Actually, no, I say that. I don't have any cool lines, so just put your guns down.
I was trying to
Give up.
oh, he's just death.
Alright, cool. I'm just gonna need you to give up. Fine.
I found a move for Kaiba to do. So I can kind of give for this. 1,000 years of death.
I'll say this if that.
What's the one where?
Here you go, Kaiba. Have fun.
Do
1,000 years of
you
death.
remember Austin Powers Goldmember when like the dad was just like fighting and one of the bad guys comes up, the henchman, and he's like, "Look at you, you're quivering. What are you doing? Oh, just lie down. There you go." He's like, "That's
I just
good."
want to imagine Kaiba doing this. 1,000 years
Oh,
of
no.
death up the guy's ass.
I'm gonna go like a Three Stooges. Whoop 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 bop. No. So I go up to him and I'm going to attempt to pin him to the ground, disarm him. Is that better than just trying to knock him out? I mean, no, I'll just knock him out.
Yeah, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock him. I'm gonna attempt to do that.
All right.
Um,
So hold on, because you're in melee, I think the dice change. Yes. Now instead of doing a control plus security, it's daring plus security.
daring plus security, cool.
With a difficulty of 1, if the target is aware of your attack and able to defend themselves, which he is, this becomes an opposed task instead resisted by the target's own daring plus security.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm. Okay. I'll roll, I guess. I'm trying to think if I can if I can buy up a dice for one.
You can buy a dice.
Are we cool with
So,
that?
how many momentum you got? Oh, you only have one. Okay.
Got one. Oh, I need two.
No, you can do one momentum. It's just a matter of so an unarmed strike, which you are currently doing, only has a severity, so a damage of 2,
Mhm.
compared to your blaster of 4.
Okay.
But but you are also very good at hand-to-hand combat, so this is something that you could potentially get more momentum for. So
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend it so I get 3 dice total,
alrighty.
and I'm gonna try to go for it.
Oh, that
Ooh,
is
oh,
enough.
That passes.
All right.
Faked you out.
He only got one success, so you managed to generate that momentum back.
Nice.
Unfortunately, you only do 2 damage.
Okay.
So I am going to spend 2 of my threat to negate the damage that you did. So you punch him in the face, he like blinks and just like roars at you.
Do we know what they look like? Was that?
Sorry, they actually look like humans, so he wouldn't roar, he would yell at you.
I'm just gonna.
Maybe Device punching
I'm gonna
people in
send
the
this to
face.
you because this is what I got as a guy named Mark Star Trek.
I love that. Hi, Mark.
Classic. Hey, Mark. Little name tag.
Yep.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, so
Mark and Greg are both humans that look exactly alike. The only
I'm
difference is their
going.
name tag.
So there's only one person left. I'm gonna use my decisive leadership, and I'm gonna give Greg the next turn.
Now to shoot the
Alright.
captain.
I guess he could fire, or is firing in melee? Does that impede any like bonuses or
Nope. It
cause any bonuses?
no, unfortunately, this game doesn't have like
Oh, that
bonuses
type.
like
Cool.
that. Yeah.
Cool.
The only way
I
of
think-
getting like bonuses through that is you can spend momentum to make traits to create a trait.
Interesting.
So it's
That's okay right now.
well, oh no, it's not momentum. Okay. Well, you can use momentum always to make a trait, but it's just a major action with a difficulty of 2. Using an attribute plus department and focus based on what you're doing. So if you had like grappled him, you would have been able to give Mark like a bonus to this instead of like
Cool.
punching him in the face. But yeah, Mark, you mind rolling for Mark?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Mark.
He hits.
Yeah, Mark.
For 2. 2. See what this guy does. He fails, so he fails, takes the damage, and I don't have enough momentum, or I don't have enough threat to counteract it. So all 4 have been knocked unconscious.
And
Combat.
Tavani's not started the ship yet, so.
Combat is over. Tavani, you would probably start the ship at this point.
Yeah.
Start the ship and then I go grab the fucking people.
Yeah.
2 at a time by the back of their shirts.
Let's tie their hands and legs.
Can we also grab their rifles? I want those rifles.
Yeah, we should definitely pick up and any of that.
Check if they
Probably
have-
really important to have.
If they have any armor, I'm taking the armor as well. I'm gonna start wearing the armor.
God damn it.
I don't know if the armor is gonna reduce my stress when I get hit again, Funday, but
All right,
I say you are currently under the arrest according to the rules of Federation. under my authority. I know you can't hear me because you're passed out, but we will be giving you medical attention as needed. Thank you for flying.
Put me in that bridge. Trying to put myself in the bridge. Close enough.
All right. So you
Do I have the ability to send a quick message through the communicator to the prince?
yes.
I tell him real quickly that we have apprehended the four insurgents, and we are taking them with us.
So we're not gonna take the fallen, the fallen allies.
Well, no, because I mean, like, we don't. They're already in their home planet, and we've
So we
neutralized
don't.
the
We're
bad
not gonna
guys. They
like,
can
steal
do
their
it.
admin weapons. We're not gonna like loot them.
Doesn't the Federation pay you enough?
Weapons.
Not in weapons.
All right. The prince acknowledges you, and
We've apprehended them. Sorry,
yes,
apprehended the insurgents.
yes.
Like
He
we say
acknowledges
so
you,
long.
and all that he asks is that they be treated humanely.
I sigh. I don't sigh. I exhale with relief that he didn't say inhumanely.
I'm gonna draw on their faces with Sharpie.
yeah. It's healing Sharpie. It's fine. Sharpie's
Healing
moved into
them.
the healing device department instead of pins.
Oh shit! That was not. I was in characters. We're just gonna copy that.
So it's in character.
We know what I'm saying about.
Yeah. All right.
I got some new playthings, Tavage.
Everyone got their seatbelt on? Let's head up.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to get back into the air and exiting the atmosphere, and making your way to the very beautiful star base, and next to it,
Dentalian. I
next
miss
to
you
it, the
so much.
the
Sorry.
Dentalian. You're fine. Making your way to the Dentalian, you notice that all of the ships here at the starbase, well, all of the like military ships. There are some civilian ships that are still here. All of the military ships are gone. They are no longer here. As you make your way to into the Dentalian, and you dock in the Dentalian. While this was all going on, we're going to do a scene change, which also, we're doing a scene change, which is one momentum.
I like to state, humanely is subjective. The prince only asked them to be treated humanely. He didn't state which
So-
rulebook humanity is.
I'm going to move over to Havash.
Tomas is getting ready to
Oh
Havash.
boy, here I go cutting again.
The last time we saw you, you were dealing with a situation with Andrew Jackson.
That is a way to describe it.
Yes. If you and the rest of the crew remember, Andrew Jackson had come into the med bay claiming that he had intimate relations with some people, and that he needed to be checked for diseases.
Transmitted diseases.
Okay.
Yes.
I forgot
Space
Blue
age.
Waffle had spread across the ship.
Fucking space age, bro.
And then the nurse had come back to you, Tavash, saying that after she had checked the results at least 3 times, that Andrew Jackson is pregnant.
Oh, this. I mean, technically, pregnancy is a sexually transmitted disease, right?
Yeah.
It's a parasite.
You can conjure fire. I
that's
can conjure life.
That's Tavash's first thought after it's been confirmed that a natural pregnancy in someone who should not be capable of it. Do a more in-depth scan, see if it's a parasitic life form of some sort, but also start planning for potentially some kind of outbreak in the crew because this is not normal.
So, you get to scanning. Make me a check here. I'm gonna say it's probably a reason plus medicine check. Difficulty 0, so you're able to generate 1 success. Or not generate 1 success, generate 1 momentum. Speaking of, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the little momentum thing that I have on the screen, I think I've mentioned this before.
Yes.
You guys are able to manipulate that. If
Well, I was gonna
you,
change it on my character sheet.
yeah, that's fine. Sorry, the Dentalian would have also been able to help you here. Would someone mind rolling the Dentalian computers plus medicine?
Who's doing it?
Zadi, do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
Mainly because I've been rolling those other guys. And I know how much you want to throw those imaginary clickle clack rocks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So, what all am I rolling for here?
So it is a computers plus medicine check, and you're only rolling 1 dice.
Okay. Computers. Medicine. Only 1. And good. Fuck.
A complication. Oh, sorry. So just for reference, everybody, on the ship, do not mess with the complication range. It
Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't come into play here. Because that 20 or that 0 is a 20. So Tavash, the ship sends you back the scan of him, of his body,
Mm-hmm.
and it is definitely showing, the in the reproductive system. He has both male and female reproductive systems. It should be noted, he is a human. He should not have both reproductive systems. And then
Can happen, but that's
I'm
fine.
assuming
Yes.
comparing to previous
Previous-
medical records
Yes.
that this is different.
Yes. Compared to previous medical records, he should not have this. And then as you are like going over to him to tell him that what's going on, or at least your next whatever you're going to do next, the bed that Andrew is in suddenly starts sparking.
What? Oh.
It starts sparking. Um, you have a choice. You can either watch as one of your patients is about to get electrocuted, or you can try and grab Andrew Jackson and pull him off of this bed before it electrocutes him.
Tavash will definitely try to grab and pull him off.
Alright, this is going to
Hate
be
crime averted.
a fitness plus security roll. Actually, you know what? Sorry. No, make this a daring plus security roll. We'll say like this is like a kind of like a melee attack, except you're not doing any damage. the ship will not help you. All right, the difficulty was 0 anyway, so you generate another momentum. And you are able, you manage to pull him off of the table. He's like, "What the fuck are you?" Oh god! As he sees the bed starting to malfunction and electrocute.
My ankle. I'm old. If you hear snapping, it's my
Your joints.
yeah.
Tavash
I get-
calls over a nurse, has the nurse take Jackson off to the side, just try to calm him down, maybe give him something, and puts an immediate call into engineering.
Jenny answers the call.
Ju-
She's
Just
Best Jenny impersonation. Go.
like, yeah, what's up? I'm not good with
got
impersonation.
about functioning bed, started to break down, need it looked at.
God damn it! What did you do to my ship?
Yeah, it's more than the ship, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'll send someone up.
Have you
You.
heard from the captain yet?
No. We haven't heard anything from the captain. Though we are being told we gotta undock from the space station, as you now feel the like of the ship undocking. Oh, uh, Vanessa just got word from the captain. Yeah, we're undocking. Oh, hold on. Now we're getting interference. I'll be back. As she like hangs up on you.
Vosh and whatever remaining nurses are in medbay are going to do a quick inspection of the rest of the beds and try to isolate the damaged one, see if the other ones are also showing signs of any kind of degradation.
Uh, do you want to make a? I'll leave this one up to you. Do you want to make a roll for this, or do you want to just have it be
I'll
an art?
make a roll for this. I'm not. It's not really my field, but it's what Tavash would do since there's no immediate danger.
Yeah. I would. What would you say that this roll would be?
I think this would be a pretty simple inspection. So reason plus engineering.
That works. Nice. I'm currently just allowing you guys to roll at difficulty 0 because we need to generate some momentum. So yeah,
Uh-oh.
you all, you inspect the beds. It appears to be a simple, like relay, like a power relay that's connected to like that specific bed, that has malfunctioned. So nothing. Well, obviously it was life-threatening. You're fairly certain that Andrew would at least be comatose if he had still been in that bed and electrocuted. But he is not. It won't. It isn't affecting any of your other beds.
Good. I'll add to the repair order if it's possible to isolate medbay's power a bit, just to try and prevent future issues for the next 24 hours or so.
As you put that in, your the work order gives like a response back, like whoever is apparently on their way to help fix this bed. You get it like the thumbs up emoji.
Okay. Then Kavash starts looking into quarantine procedures.
Quarantine.
Baltimore, yeah, because I'm sure he's. I'm sure
Isolate.
this time he's heard from us.
Isolate Ensign Jackson and look into uh, procedures for getting a full scan of the crew over the process of the next 24 hours, which obviously has to be passed by the captain first, but I'll see him as soon as he's back on, her as soon as she's back on board.
Correct. And you are. So you isolate him and pretty much get the request prepared. Does not take you long. do that. But at this point, this is when you would have been informed that the captain has arrived with prisoners.
At this point, Tavas has seen all the communicator chatter we've had in character.
Yeah, we've had
Correct.
some communicator chat over Discord in character. If you want us to read that out.
Sure.
Tavas, I got your new playthings.
Did you adopt a pet again?
Could say that. Maybe.
Already the decontamination unit.
How would you like some live test subjects, brother?
How many times must I remind you of my healer's oath?
How so? I might need some patching.
I figured as much. Did you at least avoid causing any fallout?
We have prisoners, and I got hit with 2 stun rounds to the chest.
Did the lieutenant kidnap the prince?
Unfortunately, no. And there's just static from Kyber. No other conversations. Kyber's just like, well, why? Why are you talking about me capturing the prince?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
I was like, yeah, just like because I'm sitting next to you.
Well, we know each
You
other.
can hear that. And besides, I thought that I was gonna be the one. I thought we were getting real close to like him Buffalo Billing me that entire castle. Ugh.
Well, I mean, the prince can manipulate elements. We could have kidnapped him to dissect him.
It's very true, but I fear that the greatest enemy in that castle is actually that
This is something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut out.
You keep cutting out.
biggest
Bro.
area of concern.
The scientist? The emperor.
No, the guy that wanted my blood.
Oh, the scientist, yeah. I mean, we could probably nuke the scientist lab later. We're not going to obviously kill the scientist. But...
I have to say you that might be on level of treason if you started talking like that.
Tavas doesn't seem to want live test subjects for some reason.
All right. Okay. I don't really have anything. I think like I definitely want to kind of like go through stuff a little bit, but I think that we can wait till we get them aboard the ship.
Yeah,
But I don't want them to wake up.
So we're on board the ship now, yeah?
Are we?
Okay, I think so.
Sorry,
Are we fine?
being distracted.
Yes. Yeah.
So I know that Mumbles, you are feeling not too hot. So if we want, this could be the end of session.
Mhm.
This is a good time for what is it called? Brain potato.
Seems like a good stopping point. Good
Thank you.
cliffhanger.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking of.
Yep. If you
All
wish.
right.
To be.
I hope you all had fun.
I did.
I'd afraid not getting shot twice in
Yeah.
the chest by stun rounds, but you know.
So I will point out that hold on, let me switch over to just chatting.